If you're an engineer, a compliance manager, or really anyone trying to innovate, you know the feeling all too well. You are staring down a mountain of technical standards research. It's absolutely critical, but let's be honest, it can be a grueling part of the job. But what if, and this is a big what if you could shrink hours of that work into just a few minutes? Let's dive in and see how that's actually possible.
Does this look familiar? You've got a new project, you know you need to be compliant, but right away you're just lost. You're facing this huge, confusing ocean of documents, databases, and version numbers. It's a super frustrating and, unfortunately, a very common starting point for so many of us.
You know, we should really call this challenge what it is, the standards maze. This isn't just about finding one simple document, right? It's about navigating this complex, winding system where just one wrong turn can lead to some really costly delays and, even worse, compliance failures.
And the specific challenges are pretty much universal. We're talking about hours, sometimes even days, just digging through a bunch of different databases, all with these clunky, user-unfriendly interfaces. And then there's that constant risk, that little voice in the back of your head that you might be using an outdated document, which could lead to a failed audit. And if you work for a global company, oh man, finding an equivalent standard for another country is a whole separate headache. The bottom line is really simple. It wastes time, it drains budgets, and it just pushes your project timelines back.
Yeah, these challenges aren't just frustrating. They come with a very real and very high cost. This isn't just some minor inconvenience we're talking about. It has real, tangible impacts on a business's efficiency and its bottom line.
So when you look at it, the contrast between the old way and a newer approach is, well, it's pretty stark. On one hand, you've got hours of manual work, the risk of using bad information, and all the project delays that come from wrestling with those complex platforms. But on the other hand, you've got the promise of getting answers in minutes, always using up-to-date documents, and a simple interface that can literally accelerate your entire workflow.
Okay, so what is this smarter way? Well, it's a new tool called Norma AI, and it's designed to be your intelligent guide to get you out of that standards maze we were talking about. Think of Norma AI like this. It's your own personal digital research assistant, but one that's been built specifically for the world of technical standards and compliance. Its entire reason for being is to make this crazy complex process simple, fast, and super reliable.
And the process itself is incredibly simple. First, you just ask a question in plain English. You just describe your project. You don't even need to know the exact standard number. Then, Norma AI instantly gives you a tailored list of the most relevant standards for what you're doing. And from there, you can easily request the official licensed documents you need. That's it. It's that easy. So how exactly does it pull this off? How does it deliver these results? Let's take a look at the core AI features that are designed to fit right into your daily workflow.
First up, let's just consider the sheer speed and breadth of its search. We are talking about accessing documents from hundreds of standardization bodies. From the big international ones like ISO to critical material standards from ASTM, all in a matter of seconds. No more hopping between a dozen different websites and databases, it's all in one place.
Next is a feature that is, and I'm not exaggerating, a total game changer for international teams. If you're designing a product that's going to be sold in multiple markets, you absolutely need to know the equivalent standards for, say, Europe and the United States. The Equivalent Standards Finder does that work for you, saving an immense amount of time and removing all that dangerous guesswork.
Norma AI also helps you get ahead of compliance issues before they even become issues. With its AI compliance analysis, you can check your existing processes or your documents against the very latest standards. It'll automatically flag potential risks, helping you stay audit-ready and just strengthen your compliance long before a problem ever pops up.
And this is crucial. It's designed to be wherever you are. You can get to it on your desktop, of course, but also on your phone when you're on the factory floor. There's even a Chrome extension. I mean, think about that. You could be looking at a supplier's website and instantly ask, hey, what standards apply to this component right there in your browser?
So who really gets the biggest benefit from a tool like this? I mean, while pretty much anyone dealing with standards can benefit, the platform is specifically designed to solve the core challenges for a few key professional roles. Let's connect this to the real world. For engineers and R&D teams, it's all about accelerating innovation by getting to the right technical data faster. For quality managers, it's about minimizing risk and just being constantly prepared for audits. Procurement specialists can build super precise, standards-based purchasing lists in a snap. And consultants? They can back up all their recommendations with the latest, trusted compliance data. It's a tool with a specific, tangible benefit for every single part of the team.
Ultimately, adopting a tool like this is more than just a convenience. It's a strategic decision to work more intelligently and to build a more resilient, more efficient organization.
The whole message here is clear. Stop wasting hours. Start working smarter. All that time you spend on manual research is a drain on your resources and, frankly, your creativity. This is about shifting the focus back to where it belongs, on your actual work of designing, building, and ensuring quality, not on being a librarian for technical documents.